Initially, I must say there was some scepticism because you don't frequently get something for nothing, and these children will certainly be obviously children who are going to benefit in a great way. I've found that the children have been part of a well-organised group. They have had initial visits, they've had follow-up visits, and I must say that my respect for the program is enormous. Well, it was a group meeting with teachers and myself, and we looked at children who came from disadvantaged backgrounds, both financially and emotionally, some with very serious family breakdowns. Many of the children would not even be able to afford to go to extra camps like this without this support. They found that these children have been part of a cycle of continuing poverty, and I think a lot of these children with their emotional trauma have not ever experienced something like this. Yes, we've found that the children have just grown in self-respect and self-esteem. Many of them have learned to speak out in the classroom. We've found that their relationships with other children have improved, that they've learned to be able to confidently speak to other children. So we found that their relationships with teachers have improved because they've just grown in that self-respect and that self-confidence that before they seemed to be lacking. They learned a lot of skills of communication that obviously were practiced throughout there, and they learned that their opinion was valued. So we found children have grown a new attitude to school when they've returned to school from their camp. Look, we have had children come back to us that we would never have thought were able to change so significantly in a short time. I can recall one young lady called Elle, and Elle was really one of those children who blended into the background. She came back and she started to put her hand up, she started to act as a leader in a classroom, and her relationships with children just grew enormously. And Elle was a child at risk who I wouldn't have believed might have got through high school, but has subsequently continued on and is showing quite good grades, and I do believe that it was a turning point in Elle's life. We found plenty of children like that really have shown a turning point. I do, because there is no other program that I know of like this. The management is very much taken out of my hands, which is a big help to me, but the funding that is able to be given to these children is something above and beyond that I think they could ever expect to get, and that I think that it fills a gap in the primary school, particularly for us, for children that would not be able to go to something that will make such a major difference. I do believe that it's the one time that the children get the opportunity to step from the cycle of disadvantaged poverty and education circles that they are having trouble getting out of, and I do believe it will give some of those children the opportunity to continue on education when some of them I have known would be at risk before they finished high school. And I think this program is one of the very few programs that are going to make the difference to the children, specific children, and I think it's one that we all should consider as a responsibility. I would just say that I think for us, any expansion of this program is just going to be a boon to some of the forgotten children in our school. They're not forgotten by us, but they don't get the opportunity to really express themselves in that small group situation and have a one-to-one program that can improve their ability to remain at school and their ability to show some leadership. And I think that if this program can continue, we will certainly support it.